Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm AmandaMuse and today's video is all about back to school. It's like September, it's right around the corner. I don't know if it's just being a parent or if I've just always loved that new year energy that comes with September. All the things, you know what I mean? Back to school, back to routine. I love routine. I love a good schedule. I am here for it. Also, side note, the mom guilt that starts to accrue over the summer about not being fun enough, not doing enough fun things. No one's actually said this, but the little voice inside my head, I'm looking for that to be done as well. So it's all good things. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing things I've purchased for back to school this year, things I'm actually definitely not going to repurchase and just reuse, but I just keep coming back to time and again. I'm also going to share some tips and tricks for back to school that can help your kids ease into this new season, and you guys, the parents. And at the very end of the video, I'm going to share a little shopping list. Things I've purchased, where I purchased them. Okay, where to begin? Lunch is a great place to start. So we're going to talk about my go-to lunchbox, which is, drumroll please, if you've been here any length of time, you already know it's PlanetBox. Definitely not sponsored, but I would love to because I've used them consecutively since my daughter was in JK. So how many years is that? 8 years now, I think, going on with these lunch boxes, although she did skip JK. So let's go with 7 years. 7 years of using one brand. I love them. And I will say that yes, you're gonna look at the website and you're gonna be like, Amanda, it's a little pricey. But can I just tell you, this is the first time that I'm actually repurchasing the lunch container. Okay, enough small talk, let's get right into it. So this is one of my newer purchases. This is the launch. This is Esme's Lunchbox 2.0. This container is the original that I bought. This is called the Rover and this is called the Launch. They look very similar. The difference is literally that the Launch can hold a bit more food. All of the lunch containers have this handy dandy little opener like so, and you open it up and there you go. You have containers. With the Rover, you get 5 containers. So main lunch area, good for snacks, and like a little dessert square. It's where I like to put little candies or a cookie or something. So this is the Rover, and you'll see the depth of it. Decent. The Launch is deeper and is definitely better suited for older children or adults even, because adults have to take lunches too. I mean, I love this. If I was taking a lunch to work every day, I would honestly get one of these for myself. So you can see here, 3 containers, much bigger. With Jack, I didn't repurchase his Rover lunchbox. It's fine. I find with Jack, it's all about adding the hot lunch. We're gonna get to it. The one things I have repurchased, I would say about every 2 to 3 years, is the lunch box. This is the lunch box that you would put your Rover into. It has the pocket for your drink. It has another outside pocket, and on the inside, to be honest, it's a bit dirty because I haven't cleaned these, so mom fail. In this top pocket, I slip the ice pack, fork and knife, and then the container sits in here. I would imagine you can see some of the wear and tear here. So what I find starts to age, oh yeah, you can see there's like a little rip right here. That is where the wear happens, and I tend to wash them in the washing machine every like 2 or 3 times a year. My only complaint is that you're not really fitting much else into this container aside from the metal lunchbox. You know, you're maybe putting some granola bars in the front, but as your kids get bigger, as do their bellies and appetites. Well, at least in my house they do. And so I've been finding, well, then I'm adding a thermos to go with it. I feel like this is the classic thermos size that you see. This is from the Thermos brand. You can fit, you know, some mac and cheese, whatever you feel like putting in there, some yogurt, that type of thing. So last year I bought each of the kids a new thermos. The size difference is definitely noticeable. You'll see the top versus the smaller one. It is significantly bigger. This one is what, 8 ounces, something like that, where this is 24 ounces. Like, definitely for your bigger eater, you can fit an entire hamburger in here. Like, there's a lot of food. We love to do ramen. My daughter loves ramen noodles. yummy lunch. So this is a wonderful add-on, but I do love a hot lunch. I feel like hot lunches are underrated. They're amazing to get rid of leftovers. My son loves things like lasagna, shepherd's pie, spaghetti, you name it, it's going in there. Mashed potatoes and sausages and a little gravy on top, some corn, whatever. Honestly, whatever we've had the night before that he likes, it's going in for lunch. So I love a thermos. This is from the brand Swell, and it's their snack line. Again, I'm gonna link it at the end, so not to worry, but definitely a really great purchase that I made last year. PlanetBox typically ships from the US. You can't buy it that I know of in Canada online, because trust me, I would have. So when I buy and I order from PlanetBox, I try to just order as much as I need so that I'm not spending so much on customs and shipping. Even still though, I still think it's worth it. Anyway, so knowing that Jack wasn't needing a new lunch box, a lunch tin, I got him a new lunch bag. And I thought this was really cute. So this has like little monkey astronauts, and you can see again, we have the Velcro pocket. On the inside, it is lined. Now my complaint with the front holder for the water bottle is I give my kids much bigger water bottles now. So this doesn't work as much, but in the day when I was using those smaller thermos containers, you know, the ones that have like the little pop lid, I feel like I had so many of them, but we're past that stage now, so that just doesn't work for me. So I do find this a little bit of a waste, but it is what it is. I can just throw some other snacks in there if need be. Ooh, nothing like a fresh, unused lunchbox. This is the lunch bag I intended to buy. So again, coming back to Jack tends to get a lunch container and a thermos. And I was like, don't forget the thermos, because oh my God, we had this one day, my heart broke. P.S. I have some trauma around lunches, and like I'm a kid of the 90s. Both my parents worked. They were good parents, but like I had really shit lunches. And so I have a lot of issues around my children being hungry. I mean, you come to my house, you open a cupboard, there's so much food. Like, settle down, Amanda. It's a little bit embarrassing. It's something I gotta work on. But the idea of my kids being hungry, I can't. So one day Jack comes home and he's like, Mom, I was so hungry at lunch. I'm like, what do you mean? I had like a whole shepherd's pie in your bag. He looked at me with this face. What do you mean? Because it wasn't in his lunch bag. So he just pulled out his lunch bag and had lunch, not realizing there was a thermos full of food at the bottom of his school bag. I still hurts my heart. Anyway, so PlanetBox must have heard these messages I was sending them, and they came up with this, which is a bigger lunch bag. So we take lunch bag and we pop it in. Oh, can I fit this in? The true test. Okay, it's tight, but it works. This would be great for maybe, you know, if you have younger kids that maybe have different containers. But I'm trying this out. I'm not convinced, but like I'm not returning it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go with the flow, see how it works out. I'm gonna make it work for me. No problems there. With a 6th grader, I no longer get to pick cute lunch bags for them. That ship has sailed. So we've got the bigger lunch container, she's super pumped, and a really simple black lunch bag. I like it. It's really cute. Obviously, this is not the one that's like for children, so there isn't, you know, the big pockets in the front. And it is, again, an insulated lunch bag. You pop your lunch in there, you're good to go. But they do sell these type of accessories, these little containers. These are not necessary, but every few years, I like to repurchase. So this is my 2nd time purchasing a few more of these. So this small container, I really like it. This one, I can't recall if these were an add-on purchase or if this comes with the launch, like a little set. You'll have to look into it. But this is great for sauces, or if you have, you know, carrots and you want a little ranch dip, this is a great little container because the top really seals on there. There's also this square one. Pop it open. I find yogurt is something I really like to put in here. Yogurt, raspberries, a little bit of honey, maybe some oats drizzled on top. Esme is my yogurt girl. And then of course the top seals on there real nice. I do have a lot of videos where I share different types of lunches that I've made, so I'm gonna share a link for you here. Just know that there is a video coming soon where I'm gonna share more about different lunches that I make, but I wanna get to the point where I'm actually making the lunches. You know what I mean? I don't like wasting food, and I struggle with making those videos when it's not lunchtime. Coming back to my food issues, okay? We don't waste food. I don't like it. So I'm gonna vlog when back to school season is back up and running, so expect lunch ideas soon, but for now, see the link in the corner. There'll be some videos there for you to check out. Oh, and I forgot about this. I also purchased, I was a real sucker for accessories this year. Didn't need this. This was a want. This is a very cute PlanetBox ice pack. Amanda really splurged this go around on her PlanetBox purchase. This is a snack pack, a set of 2. I do love me a snack bag, especially when it's recyclable. So this one is a very cute design. Oh, is it one small, one big? All right, I can deal with that. Larger one, smaller one. I believe it is Velcro. Oh yeah, that kind of washable, almost waterproof material on the inside. Love these. They dry super quick. Is my husband mowing the lawn? It's kind of late. It's like 8:30 at night. What is that man doing? And last but not least, for accessories, the best part are the stickers that go on top of lunch bags. That's pretty cute. I did ask her to pick a series of stickers that were age appropriate but still kind of cute because my heart can't handle how big she's getting. Jack, I got him a dog theme. I'm not even certain I asked his opinion on this. I just kind of went with it because I do have a lot of other magnets I can use. A pro tip though is do not put these into the dishwasher. For some reason, my husband doesn't take these off. I don't understand. It's fine, it's just a thing. So it will often get put into the dishwasher, which is great that it's getting clean, but then sometimes these things will somewhat melt a little bit, right? So take them off before you go and start washing. You can always rinse them if you need to, but typically they don't really get that dirty. Anyway, so that is how you can accessorize and really, make it your own. I was about to say that's the end of lunch, but technically I did buy them new water bottles this year. Let me show you. Some containers. What is this called? The Stanley Sip Tumbler, something like that. These are 30 ounces. The top pops up. You have a straw. I like this container. I think I was joking around saying you could use it as a weapon. It's sturdy, right? Stanley is known to be a brand it can withstand a hurricane or something. Let's hope that doesn't happen in Southern Ontario. But anyway, love this, love the color. So this is actually mine. This is the grapefruit one, I think. My daughter has the white and gray. I love this army green with this sort of turquoisey blue up top. It's so cool. This little band here is actually gonna lead us into the next segment of things I've purchased. I'm a big fan of Mabel's Labels. In the past, they've been so kind to send me products. I happen to know Julie Cole, who is incredible, who is one of the founders of Mabel's Labels. Chef's kiss of a human being, adore her. And so I love supporting her product because it's also just awesome. So I did purchase the kids new sets of labels all around. I feel like last year I got away with not having to repurchase, but then I found myself struggling partway through the year I didn't have any labels left. Such is life. So when I went onto the website this year, I did purchase the regular old pack of labels. I can't remember which one it is, but it comes with the circle ones, and then the little mini ones, and then the longer ones, and I don't know. They are laundry safe, microwave safe, dishwasher safe, and waterproof. They're amazing. I've been using these since the kids were in JK and have never looked back. So I love to have these on hand. Of course, again, coming back to having older kids, they're not the cutesy ones with the cupcakes anymore. They're pretty simple. Esme's are just black and white, and Jack's I was able to do a blue. So it's a nice navy blue with this kind of abstract line thing happening in the background. It's nice, it's simple. They're not little anymore. Such is life. You already know how I feel about accessories from the PlanetBox haul. So when I was on Mabel's Labels, I noticed they had a few new features. One of them was this band, okay, that you can slip onto a water bottle and it has their name engraved in it. So it's in the elastic band. I've used them in the dishwasher. They're amazing. I'm not sure if you're supposed to put them in the dishwasher, but once I got this sucker on here, I ain't taking it off. And then the other little thing I picked up is this clothing stamp. I thought this was really cool. It says if your clothes are new, wash them first, press down, use a flat surface, and then wait 24 hours before washing. That is so cool. I'm excited to give this a go. You know how I feel about accessories. Big fan. I'm gonna add in a little parenting hack right here. So something that I try to do without yelling at everyone at the end of the day, because that's always a struggle, is that the kids will empty their lunch bags, bring their lunch bags and boxes into the kitchen, let me kind of see what they ate. That's important to me because is there food that I can, put back in the fridge and not just throw away? Did they not like something? I don't want to keep giving them food they're not going to eat, because as much as I care about nutrition, for me it's mostly like, what are you guys eating? I want you to feel like fueled and nourished in the day, right? And then this year, I am definitely going to be starting having Esme help make her own lunch. I know some of you parents are gasping in horror that I have a 10-year-old who doesn't make her own lunch. Did you hear me talk about my food traumas? Okay. It's like a really hard thing for me to relinquish control there. And so definitely I will oversee the lunch making situation. And I'm curious to see if Jack will just want to participate because his big sister's doing it too. But I love to see them get involved in lunch making. And also I think there's pretty much like a ton of evidence that shows that if you're involved in the food making, you are more inclined to want to eat your lunch. So there's that. If you have younger kids that are going into school, I will say that often what I used to do when the kids were small was start prepping, let's say a week before school starts, and making their lunch and then putting it inside their lunch boxes so that they could practice opening it, how to open a container, how to drink their drink, all the things that you might feel a little bit worried about when they're starting school and you're not like right there. So that was really helpful. So you can do a couple practice runs. But also I will say for any parents whose kids are just starting school, don't worry. There's the kindergarten teacher. There's also a bunch of support. Like there's so much help in the younger grades, typically anyway, in the schools that I've been to here in Ontario in Canada. So have some peace of mind. They know that they're just little. I mean, some kids starting JK are like 3.5, so you've got this. They've got this. They'll be okay. Let's talk about some things I didn't purchase again. I'm not buying them new backpacks. Their backpacks are perfectly fine. I'm not buying them any new clothes unless my daughter asks or Jack asks for something. It's not going to happen. I've learned over the years that the new clothes are not really needed until like October, because right now it's hot as heck and they're going to be sitting in classrooms where it's basically summer and they don't need all of this fall wear just yet. So I used to rush and buy them a bunch of clothes right away. I'm changing that. And I think I started changing that like about 2 years ago. Like what's the logic? There's no reason to go and spend all of this money for clothing they're not going to wear for 6 more weeks, right? So I slow my roll and I'm going to buy clothes in the fall when it actually begins. I did purchase new runners. I was really on the fence about this. I'm like, do you need 2 pairs of runners? Esme did not. We agreed that she's got enough shoes that are in actually good condition, that she just needed 1 new pair. I'm always happy to provide a new pair of shoes. You gotta have that fresh look, right? First day of school, looking all fresh. Much to her dismay, I own these shoes. Can we twin now? Hers look way better. We have the classic Reeboks. These are just, honestly, such a comfortable pair of runners. Big fan. So these are going to be her outdoor shoes. They will not look this pristine for that much longer. Am I a mean mom who makes you keep your shoes just sitting in your room till the first day of school? You bet your ass I am. Jack got 2 pairs of shoes. So these ones are his favorite. They're the Nike ones. They're pretty sweet kicks. These are so freaking cute. I love these. So these were some shoes we picked up at Sport Check. Esme's we found at Foot Locker. It was actually harder to find because she wanted a specific shoe. These, he can run so fast, he told me. And of course, another tip, if your kids are starting school and they're little, can they tie their shoes? I definitely made the mistake when my daughter was starting school. I bought her shoes with laces, not realizing that they take their shoes off so many times throughout the day when they go outside to recess and then when they come back inside, and that it is just not fair to the teachers to expect them to be tying like 30 pairs of runners. So always look for ones that you don't have to tie. Can Jack tie his shoes? No. We got to work on that. I kind of didn't even know he couldn't tie his shoes. He's 8. I don't know. And another tip, be wary of high tops. They look cool. They are a pain in the ass to get on and off. Like, just throwing it out there. The Nikes are his outdoor shoes, and then these are Under Armour's, and these are going to be his indoor shoes. As you can see, there was a theme with the style of shoes this year. You got this like big poofy squishy kind of sole, and then a slip-on. It's got kind of like, I don't know, it feels almost like neoprene. He likes them. He can run fast. He's desperate to wear them, but I'm a mean mom, and it's not going to happen. In fact, he just barged in here. Did I show you that clip? What do you need? No, you can't use your new shoes.
He wants to use his new shoes.
No, they're for school. They're going to get all mucky. You wear your cleats.
Okay, whatever.
Love you long time. So, that is what I purchased. Those are all the things. That's it. Wishing you all a very successful back to school. This is a great time. They've had a wonderful summer. Even if you're feeling like you could have done more, you should have been doing more, I feel all those things too. Like I was having a rough day today, thinking like, why didn't I do all the fun things? And then I started listing out all the things we did do. It was hella fun. We gotta take the pressure off ourselves a little bit, you know? Well, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next week. Or else, catch up with me on TikTok and on Instagram. I'm there every day. All right, bye guys.